Karan, like, why are we doing a Between Two Ferns spin-off again? I think the last time this was funny, President Obama was still in office. Um, but anyways, welcome to Between Two Ivies. I'm your host, Anantya, and I'm joined today by Rahul Subramaniam.
Thank you.
Rahul,
Great to be here.
Rahul, you had a perfect SAT. You got into every single Ivy League you applied to, and you attended Princeton. So where's your son going to be going to college? Princeton or the orphanage? Okay, so this is pretty neat. You have an Instagram channel where you do stand-up, where you get millions of views each week, correct?
No, that's another Rahul Subramaniam.
Wait, so that's not you, that's a different Rahul Subramaniam?
Yeah, not me.
You know, I've always wondered about that because you're so much less funny in real life.
Thank you, Anantya.
Yeah. I mean, you can't even blame me though, because when you Google Rahul Subramaniam, he shows up first. So you really ought to be working on your SEO versus, wasting your time with me over here today.
Noted.
Okay.
Thanks for the advice.
So Athena Education, it advises students to get into top universities around the world. Have you ever had a student who got into Trump University?
That would solve my visa issues, definitely.
Yeah. So the answer is no, right?
No. We tend to focus on the top universities, of which Trump University is one of them.
Yeah. I mean, that does make sense. I've heard that Trump University has some pretty strict DE and I policies that favor straight white males. So in fact, you would be a great candidate if you decided to, grow up and get a master's.
I'm not white, Anantya.
Speaking of masters, you have a sister, right?
That's true. Yes.
What does she do?
She's a lawyer in New York, and she defends people who've been wrongfully indicted.
Okay, so while she's out there, protecting people and the weak and the wrongfully convicted, you're out here today talking to me about Labubu.
I never saw it that way.
Do you have a favorite Labubu?
The purple one.
Purple one. Okay. Yeah. We'll make a note of that. Yeah, the purple one. Are you sure your last name isn't super minimum? The type of expectations your parents had for you when you decided to move back to India and babysit high schoolers?
That is fairly accurate. Yeah, I think they did consider that.
Okay, so I'm going to switch gears a little bit and ask you a business-focused question.
Sure.
So Athena has been around for more than a decade, which is a pretty impressive accomplishment. So what's next for Athena? And also, do you have any projections on how badly your sales were hurt by the goatee you had when you first started the company?
That was so that I would look older and more distinguished, which is not an issue anymore.
Clearly not working, right?
I don't have it anymore, and I'm married now.
Yeah, like seriously, did you think he was Steven Seagal or something? Did no friends tell you that was a bad idea?
They eventually did.
Okay.
Hence, you see the clean-shaven gentleman before you.
Yeah. This episode is sponsored by Bombay Shaving Company. No, I'm kidding. The name Athena is obviously inspired by Greek heritage. I want to ask you, what aspect of Greek culture do you identify with most? Being lazy and overweight, or peaking when you were young?
I think it's more the Greek respect for the liberal arts and pushing yourself to greater heights, and the philosophical tradition that really inspired me.
Yeah, as well as the stuff that I mentioned as well.
And Greek life. Yeah.
Greek life. Yeah. Were you in fraternity?
I was not. I was
fraternity.
Yeah.
Honestly,
wasn't the type.
I don't think I needed to ask that question to know that. I've heard Athena has a great work from home policy: 5 days in person, 2 days remote, working on the weekends.
That's true. It's true. By the way, Anantya, during the awards ceremony of the banquet, one of the parents asked whether you were my son. I wasn't offended about being called old, but being related to you, that's dumb.
Right. I can see why being called old might be hurtful, but I think you don't need to make it personal, Rahul. So how does it feel to be living the reverse of the American dream? Because your parents worked really hard to kind of bring you guys.
I like to think that I'm living the Indian dream, because I think that's the way of the future. As are you. You're living up the Indian dream as well, clearly, with the wannabe Steve Jobs attire. All you need is the black turtleneck, and you're good to go.
Yeah, when my parents spent all that money sending me abroad, this is really what they would envision me doing. So,
but they got a fake American accent, though. That's worth a lot.
Yeah, it's not as good as your fake Hindi accent, though. You want to say a few lines?
No, that's okay.
It's okay? Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine. But jokes about, guys, Athena is an amazing place to work. Rahul, you've been a fantastic sport. And more importantly, I'm still going to have my job on Monday,
right?
Right?
Of course. Of course.